You tackle them, they go down on the spot.
I
Because when
did.
you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to score when you do that.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught, and he goes out right around the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Ooh,
so from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Mahomes now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Fall down these two. Sunday. 15, yellow. 15. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Get it? Freeze! Freeze! Go!
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And in this very cold night...
Appreciate y'all boy tuning in to the channel, man. Sub up if you sub to the channel. Hit that sub button.
We think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Oh.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
79 Broncos.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And that'll be off the mark.
Let's get it.
In front, and it's incomplete.
Appreciate y'all boy tuning in.
They've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that's what they have to do defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Room here to run. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll roll him out right. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 17-0 our score after one.
Appreciate y'all boys tuning in, man.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Richardson.
He's for the jump and got that, boy.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30
He's for the jump and got that, boy.
Position has totally been flipped.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Off play action. Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. Gay's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Yellow.
On first down, Mahomes. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Like, it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Yellow.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns.
Appreciate you tuning in. Sub up.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Richardson finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Get up. Go, Reed. Go.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Off top.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here we go. Shot. Warrior 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
And Richardson back to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there.
What you there for?
The ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Rolling to his right. And this time he's got the
Oh,
hook.
Drake, nigga, out bound.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
19 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
60 Mavericks. Dragon 60.
Richardson looking to throw this. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't need to. Hey, Ripley.
Mahomes now on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you've got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Now here's Mahomes. On left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time. Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
That
think he
ball was
read that as soon as he
wide.
got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That ball was wide.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Get that out of there, bro. What's up, fellas? Appreciate y'all boy tuning in.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives.
Go find wide.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built,
how did they get out of that?
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Oh, nice move. He is out of bounds.
Speed option.
Before he's inside the 30. 63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
Let's follow this thing
inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Richardson.
Oh, get that.
It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a
Shit,
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh,
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
well, yeah, it's it.
To hold on to that one, it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Adetomiwa Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pushing his way through, and he's taken down. But
you don't get that nigga kill running like that, bro.
25-yard line.
Seven Pirates.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find
Hold
positives
that up,
about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Bolden.
How about this?
Big Bolden. You got a free form that. You can't let that thing lay out there like that.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got to throw right sideline is complete. And he gets it inside the 10
that new boy. That's what I got right. Big rookie.
First and goal. Now Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Big rookie.
Travis Kelce. A 9-yard
Knew you were bringing heat.
And the Chiefs continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. They lead
Rookie
big,
getting
and a major
busy
part
out
of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
I don't know what you got here. What happened?
2, maybe 2.5.
Wow.
The 39.
Ow.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had
on balance?
corralled, but the face mask
15-yard face mask on balance?
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah. Hey, come here.
Yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Richardson to throw. Going down the middle.
Boy, you trying to get that pick.
And he'll be brought down.
You trying to get that
as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds.
I knew you was
Look at Jerome Peril. We're pretty darn good.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
A handoff now for Pacheco, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
15.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got room to roam. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Richardson off the play.
Oh!
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be upended at
I'll
the
try.
28-yard line. Just a
Well,
3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory